but you're saying that this is the OG My Little Pony horror.
The OOG, yes.
Is there
like this came out right around the time Jeff the Killer did and stuff like that?
Is there? Have you read this before? Or is this just have you just heard of it?
I've read it before because the thing back in the day I remember is I think you were right about a brony made it, but everyone would say, "Oh, this story's so scary, it's so creepy. You don't even have to know My Little Pony for it to be scary." And so I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it. And like me, who was afraid of Laughing Jack and Jeff the Killer and stuff, did not find it scary. So I can only imagine what that means. Pinky had asked Dash to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner at 3. She didn't say why.
I got a bomb.
You know, it's also
I'm gonna blow up
where the story's going. Where the story's going, that's not far off.
God,
like that.
If this turned into a hostage thing of like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna blow up Pony Bank. You can't do it, Sugar Blossom.
You know what's also crazy about this? I was at a wedding this last weekend, and a guy came up to me, and he was like, he was one of the guys who was working the venue, and he's like, "Oh, Wendigoon, huge fan of your stuff, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "I absolutely love CreepCast, and I just signed up for the Patreon."
Shout out that guy.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. That means the world." So that guy, after shaking my hand, after touching me and making eye contact, the next thing he will see is this. I have to explain what this is to my dad now.
Rainbow Dash, listen. I got a bomb and a gun. I'm planning on robbing the bank on Sugar Cube Corner. You gotta be there at 3. Or there's gonna be innocent lives lost.
Do the ponies have like defense capabilities?
Ponies?
Like, do they have a police force?
Oh, yeah. You'd have to imagine.
Like the horses in My Little Pony.
You'd have to imagine. Well, they probably have like wizards or something. Aren't they all magical and shit?
Well, I mean, like there's a Pegasus, so I imagine they fly. Yeah, here's a cop. They have a cop. Does ACAB apply to these?
Oh, absolutely. ACAB applies to everything, sir.
Law enforcement. Oh, there's a wiki page for, I forget how. Law enforcement. Characters who work or have worked in law enforcement includes. All right, I'm not gonna read all these names because people will be like, "You mispronounced it wrong. You forgot about this one." But there's multiple ponies who have served in some kind of police force.
Come on, man. This is good. This is good law enforcement. This is canon. This is canon lore. It's helping us build this universe for this spooky story.
What is the lore of this stuff? I'm looking at the fan boards. The Royal Guard's job is to guard royalty and the capital city. They have a capital city.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. When she walked into the store, she was immediately greeted with her host bouncing in excitement.
Yay! You're here! You're here! I've been waiting all day!
Is that good? Does that sound like My Little Pony?
It is haunting.
Come on. Well, you know what? Good.
How close that is. How close that is to your Gypsy Rose impression. The most knowledge I have of My Little Pony is the Jenny Nicholson video about it. So I know that the actor, the voice, all the voice actors and actresses are like serious voice actors and actresses. So I imagine Pinkie Pie's voice doesn't sound. You know, I'm not going to look it up.
So wait, are you saying should I make it more straight instead of being so bubbly?
Yeah, I realistically yes, but for the sake of what we're doing today,
here let me try
you might
again.
as well just leave it as Gypsy Rose. Okay.
You're here! I've been waiting all day!
That's probably about right. Yeah.
Is Rainbow Dash a guy or a girl, or is that?
I want to say a girl. Hold on. Is Rainbow my search history right now? Rainbow Dash.
So, this is like a taste testing or something.
Sorta.
Dash shrugged and popped the pastry in her mouth. She chewed a bit and swallowed. Not bad.
Okay, now what?
Now, you take a nap.
Fucking Pinky just roofied Rainbow Dash. Jesus. Okay. We're going to the club. That's what she says.
Pinky roofing rainbow. That's gotta be.
That's what happened.
That's gotta be a brand new sentence. No one's ever said that before.
Special ingredient.
Dash was now breathing heavily and starting to panic.
What special ingredient?
Pinky giggled and responded.
You silly.
Uh-oh.
I like how you're into this.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, first off, this is 100% a fetish story. Just want to say that. The binding and all that. This is fetish.
The binding and like her legs spread
100%.
apart. And all,
This is, and it's going to, I have a feeling that we're not out of the fetish forest yet.
So I don't remember any of that from when I was like a kid and read this. But when we started to read those last few lines, I was like, oh, I see. So I don't remember any, but yeah, clearly. Clearly that's what it's tapping on now. A 12-year-old me was not equipped to understand what I was
12-year-old dude is like, why do I like this so much?
No, that's
why
not what
is this so
happened.
appealing?
No. Don't. You can say a lot of things about me, Hunter, but you let me have this. You stay off of this one. You can say I killed my dog with chocolate. You can say. Okay. The tables and chairs were made of bones and flesh of past ponies.
Jesus Christ.
Dash cringed at the centerpiece on the table nearest to her, the head of four foals, their eyes closed like they were sleeping, wearing party hats made from their own skin. She recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate. Her eyes darted back and forth and then gazed up at the patchwork banner hanging from the rafters. Made from several pony hides, the words, "Life is a party," were scrawled in red.
I legitimately thought that said "Life is a Highway" for a second, like like Pinky was a Rascal Flatts fan.
Life truly is a highway. Life is a highway.
Yeah, during this, like all the blood, like it's funny how cartoonish it continues to be. Like she has organs blown up like balloons tied to chairs.
It's fun.
And then in the corner of the room, just life's like a road traveling.
I would legitimately say that if there was like a Silence of the
whole
Lambs
band.
kind of scene of like you're a guy going into a basement, like looking for somebody, you know, like those classic scenes where like the cops going down the stairs, like they're all scared and shit.
Yes, yeah.
Gun drawn. They're like looking around, and then in the distance, if you just heard,
Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long.
like a weird upbeat song like that'd be a fucked juxtaposition. Like that'd be really sick. Where are you? Yeah,
There's just bodies everywhere.
Come out! Screaming, she's firing a couple shots. And I'm not a hand, I'm not a gun in hand. That'd be pretty sick. You know what? Fuck it. Rascal Flatts is playing on the back of this right now.
Okay,
That's canon.
Perfect.
That's canon.
Oh, Dash, you didn't do anything. It's just that your number came up and, well, I don't make the rules. We can't turn back now.
She's on a fucking bingo system. She's on a bingo system for killing ponies. I love it.
A fair system, a lottery, perhaps.
Exactly.
One based on chance.
Heads or tails. Heads or tails. I don't know what I'm betting on.
Every pony, you stand to lose every pony.
Yeah, that works so good, dude. Now just imagine Anton, whatever. And it's like he has his face like it superimposed on the horse's face too. Don't put that quarter in your pocket. That's your lucky quarter. That's your lucky pony. That's your lucky horn.
Once she was done, Pinky held up both cutie marks in front of her friend and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash just whimpered. Her thighs burned.
My thighs!
Placing the skin down, Pinky selected the large butcher knife and walked behind Rainbow Dash.
Hope you don't mind. I think I'm gonna wing it now.
Did you like that? Did you like that pun, the Pinky made?
I did a nice hysterical evil laugh too. It probably got cut off, but it was I sold it. Don't worry, it was sold. Also, I just want to say too, since we stopped, that I feel like that Griffin death to some people who know the show was probably quite devastating. It had a beak. Oh, fuck! Not the crimson! Oh, fuck! Mom! Mom, get in here!
Got it. Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with the knife. This is a saw. I don't get it.
You know that line? I know we're reading a My Little Pony fan fiction, right? But that line in itself is a fun line for a torturer to have in a movie. Like I could see what's his name, Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs, saying that when he cuts off the guy's ear. Like I don't get it. It saws. It doesn't.
Yeah,
hack.
you can see the obvious Tarantino influence on this story. I want to say this too. This is really. I mean, you know, it is what it is. This is far from the worst thing we've ever read. I just want to put that on. I'm having
it's true.
way too much fun with this.
It's far away. Yeah. It's not the worst crime a story can commit is being forgettable.
Oh,
right. And this is certainly not forgettable.
No, God, no.
Like now I'm imagining like as the Pinkie Pie's walking around, it's like, well, I don't know why I came in tonight.
And then actually no, she'd be dancing around to either Life is a Highway or it'd be what hurts the most is being so close and watching you walk away. The Rascal Flatts kind of story.
Of course. Pinkie placed the tool over the last attempt. It effortlessly sailed through the bone and skin. The painful feeling of the teeth biting into her made Dash want to vomit. She watched helplessly as her wing flew over her head and landed with a fluff on the table. Pinkie moved the next and started sawing. Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight, just cried. Then the sawing abruptly paused. Pinkie was only halfway done, the wing hanging on only by a sliver.
Hey, Dash, think fast!
Suddenly, she yanked the wing as hard as she could.
God, what sadistic fucking 12-year-old is writing this? Hey, Dash, think fast! Like rips out the fucking bone.
You know, I actually got to say that's kind of brutal. I know we're talking about like a horse swing, but
I was like,
but imagining someone like ripping off a half saw through arm or something.
It's not even just physical torture; it's fucking mental agony as well. Hey, Dash, think fast! And then just immediately ripping the thing out. I mean, my God, what kind of fucking
that's rough.
What kind of like fat little boy or girl was sitting down writing this and just like grinning ear to ear? What sadistic? What future serial killer was writing this? Is what I want to know.
Captain Sprinkles,
yeah,
or whatever
Sergeant
the name
fucking
was.
Sprinkles.
It's actually Captain Sparkles, the guy that made all the Minecraft songs back in the day.
It's all connected.
Yeah. As she's dancing, you can hear in the background. So, baby, tonight the creepers are gonna steal.
God.
The bone snapped, but the skin held tight. The pull ripped a long strip of flesh down Dash's back to her rump. The unexpected trauma caused her body to seize. She felt the warm release between legs as her pelvis tensed up. Dash's loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath, she blacked out. She awoke with a gasp. The stench of her urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The stench of her urine filled her mucus cake nostril. She's having involuntary seizures.
It's such a detailed,
good God,
like heavy description of a torture sequence.
Get this child off Ash Jeeves immediately. What happens when you torture someone for 4 hours? Search.
Imagine the school counselor sitting down with their parents over this.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny you bring that up. I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, this little motherfucker went to school and printed this stuff off out at the library, and that definitely caught him. Like, what in God's name is this?
This is I hate to say this out loud. This is actually better than I remember it being, just from how brutal the descriptions have been.
Oh, it's
man.
good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie removing the adrenaline needle from her chest.
What? The adrenaline needle?
Yeah, so like Rainbow Dash is passed out
she
because
woke
she's
her
going
back
into like
up.
a shock. Yeah, so Pinkie Pie's like, here's your epinephrine.
I'm telling you,
You're coming back.
This motherfucker saw Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction and decided to write a fucking My Little Pony horror story. Is that not what happened? It's becoming abundantly clear to me.
Swallowing, she turned her attention to the small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing that it was filled with burning coals. Sitting on top of the fire were several large nails. Dash began to like super hot, like railroad nails.
I'm trying to see if she is legitimately going to like crucify this fucking horse right now. Is what I'm wondering. God Christ! She like starts nailing the fucking legs in there.
Dash began to panic again. Pinkie picked up the can and walked over to Dash's left, carefully picking up a nail and grabbing a hammer.
My God.
She positioned the spike at the scene. You might be right
Yes!
about the horse crucifixion.
Yes!
Dash screamed again. Pinkie put one into the other hook. Next, she located the small generator on the tray. Tying the copper wires to the nails, she gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch.
What?
Electricity rocketed through Dash's body.
Holy shit!
The blue pony reacted immediately. Body seized, muscles struck taut. Her hips thrust skyward and her eyes rolled back. She let out a deep, throat-shredding cry. Pinkie giggled and danced in place. She turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably. Her bladder emptied once more. Gosh, just talking about like
what fucking
peeing on herself. And my God,
I need to know what torture, like what they Googled for the torture. This is so specific, even down to like nailing the fucking. Like nailing it into the bottom of the foot or whatever, brutal. But then even just like literal copper wiring and then just like formed like this torture electricity device, whatever. Just shock therapy.
I don't know what happened to the guy that wrote this, Sergeant Sprinkles or whatever, but someone should check on him. After about 5 minutes, Pinkie shut off the power. The area smelled lightly of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. Oh my, what a deep
I know, dude.
this kid to put
I
in
fucking
there.
love this little psychopath, dude. Good God.
Coming to the front again, she told her friend,
In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your rib cage. Then you'll be able to stay awake to watch the harvest.
Jesus Christ.
my God.
This is God.
Dash started to cry again.
Pinkie Pie.
She trembled out.
Yeah? I want to go home. Yeah, I can see you wanting to do that.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I just want to give up and say, I'm done with this mess and go to bed. But you know what? You can't shrug off your responsibilities. Gotta pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on. That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life.
Dash cried. Minutes passed and the drug took effect. Dash was numb from her chest to her flanks. Aware of this, Pinkie approached with her scalpel. With only a smiling glance to Dash, she made a long cut across her pelvis just above her crotch. Moving up her body, she drew a similar incision under her ribs. One final cut was made down her stomach, connecting the first two.
Looks like I got my eye on you, Rainbow Dash.
Draws a giant vivisection eye.
Good God.
Looks like I got my eye on you.
I tell you what, good actual quotes from a psychopath. I just want to say that. Joke.
I know. Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah. This is good for a movie. It reminds me of like, you know, that scene in The Departed where Jack Nicholson shoots that girl and he's like, she fell funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I hate to say this reminds me of a Scorsese flick.
I mean, we have two prolific directors while reading this. And it came naturally, mind you, Isaiah. It came naturally, all right?
Looks like I got my eye on you. She placed the discarded body parts into a bucket, keeping the last one for a bit longer.
Bagpipes.
She said, placing the tube in her mouth and the organ in her armpit. A spurt of acid hit her tongue.
Ugh. Oh, hey. There's your cupcake, Rainbow Dash.
The cupcake she ate earlier getting blown out of her dissected stomach. My word, dude. It's like that thing I've talked about before where it's like kids don't understand how heavy
It's awesome.
they're saying something into a story, but it's an entire story about just the heaviness.
It's unbelievable how gripped I am. And I hope to God that this child is locked up somewhere as a full-blown adult. It's going to be like the Rob Zombie remake of Halloween where they're like, I treated you good, Mikey. And like Michael Myers is like the kid who wrote this now is like a 6'7" super soldier that they're like keeping in an insane asylum.
That's you. You're Danny Trejo getting choked out by the author.
Mikey! Yeah, just getting fucking thrown into a wall. You would have been a nice ending too. Is that if Rainbow Dash did survive this whole ordeal, Rainbow Dash is like blind, missing a fucking leg, in a wheelchair in an insane asylum, and like she sees its nubs, whatever, and so it's just like, you made it out all right, and we're so happy you survived. And then Rainbow Dash is like, you know, what's the point? Some kind of existential thing, and she's just like, I'll never fly again.
Right. Yeah. I think that's. I think it's good if it becomes like a war drama, like a Jacob's Ladder kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a parallel for like faith and belief and stuff like that, and like all this other stuff. Yeah, that'd be so sick.
And then it hard cuts back to her dying on the table, like it was all just like her trial of faith.
Yeah, it's like all that happened in like the last few seconds of her life. That was her life flashing before her eyes. This is what we also need, man. This is what creepypastas are. This is creepypasta.
Admittedly, better than I remembered, but still, I can never forgive you for putting this out there. There's going to be a thumbnail with my face on it that's related to My Little Pony forever.
They're going to be having sex with a My Little Pony. That's what I'm going to do.
No, you bet. I'm saying this right, 100. Do not do that. I have a reputation to keep in my community, my place.
No, I would never do that.
Yes, you would.
I would
if
never
I give
do
you
that.
permission to do that in a heartbeat.
I would never do it. Thank you so much to our audio listeners for listening over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff. And also a huge shout out to our patrons. We appreciate you. Everyone, we will see you in the next one. Stay creeped.
The one of me holding being collared by an old man was bad enough. Do not put me in a compromising situation with a horse. Thank you. The end. Bye.